Welcome to the Rebuild Man podcast. I'm your host and founder, Coach Frank Rich, and we have an exciting episode on deck for you today. Welcome to our Q&A series. This is where we take listener questions, so questions from you guys out there in the audience and members inside of our brotherhood and community, and we unpack them and give our real-time raw insights to the struggles and challenges that men are facing currently that are struggling with porn. So welcome back, Coach Arnold, guys. If you want to get a question answered, so if you're out there and you're listening and what we share on this podcast is resonating with you and you're like, I'm close to breaking through, I'm in that final stretch of getting freedom from porn addiction, but I got this one struggle that I'm constantly facing, send us a question, drop your comments down here on YouTube. If you want to email the question, email it over to frank@rebuildrecovery.com, or if you're a member inside the brotherhood community, send those questions directly over to Coach Arnold. But we're going to unpack one of the biggest challenges and questions that men are facing right now. Coach Arnold, welcome back to the show, my brother.
Got to be back.
Yeah, let's go ahead and let's dive in and solve some problems and answer some questions for some men out there.
Yeah, I got a good one today. I think that will resonate with a lot of the guys in there because I actually recently had a conversation about a similar question. So here it is. How do I rebuild trust with my wife after she found out? My wife discovered my porn use and feels totally betrayed. She says it's cheating. How do I actually rebuild trust and not just say sorry?
Yeah. We just did training on this with you and your beautiful wife, Stephanie. You know, I think that this is one of the biggest challenges for most married men. And in fact, I think it's one of the biggest driving forces for men seeking out help. I think a lot of men come into our programming community not because they want to stop watching porn, but it's because the porn has had an impact on their relationship, and they realize that the thing that is most important to them is on the verge of being lost. The language in the question, I think, reveals a lot of the answers, right? How do I rebuild trust? Well, everything we do here at the Rebuilt Man is about rebuilding the man. So I think what you say has zero role in this. The words that come out of your mouth carry zero weight, zero significance. One, you have to take full ownership of where you are. Take full responsibility that you are the person that has caused this distrust, that you're the person that has caused a lot of the hurt in your relationship. However you view pornography from the past, is it cheating? Is it acting out? Is it the same as sex? You got to put all that to the side. You got to begin to look at this through the lens of a woman and understand that what she's saying to you is exactly how she feels. So don't get any back and forth, good, bad comparison. Understand and empathize with her feelings and accept that you were the person that made her feel that way. Then commit to finding freedom, right? Before you try to rebuild the marriage, fix the problem that has actually caused the distrust in the marriage. So instead of saying, okay, while I'm still watching porn or while I'm still fighting this, I'm going to try to rebuild trust. No, get your ass free from porn. Build a track record and some evidence that you are a changed man and that you no longer struggle in this area. Then it's how you show up to her. And now I'm going to pass it to you here because I think you'll be able to speak a little bit more eloquently and from real evidence of what happened in your life. But she's going to want to see change in you and also understand that it's not going to happen overnight. And don't allow the continued distrust or the continued issues between the two of you to discredit you, because it may take months. It may take you. I don't know, but I'll pass it to you here. Hopefully I gave a few of the higher level insights, and let's kind of get tactical here and maybe some of the things that worked for you and Stephanie.
Well, this is difficult because, I'm trying to keep this in a brief time period, right? So there's a lot here, but it's a lot of times when people ask these questions, you can tell their level of awareness about the situation based on the question. And this is a very common question. People come, even inside the community, currently guys are recovering from porn but struggling to rebuild their relationship. They don't know what to do. How do I rebuild stuff? What do I do? And, saying sorry or saying, "Oh, that it's not going to work," because you have done something with an action and you're trying to fix that with words. That's not going to happen. You have to take action. And whenever you get discovered, you'll get born, it feels like a betrayal to her, because she did not discover it by you telling her. She discovered it, probably found out you were hiding, lying, and then she found it out. And that's a whole different type of pain, and it hits her very differently. And it creates betrayal trauma, which is a very real thing. And that can also trigger similar feelings from her past where she felt betrayed, and it triggers and lights up those circuits in the brain. So now she has a bunch of emotions coming up, and it might not even have anything to do with what happened to her just now by you, but it lights up all those. So that's going to be her work to deal with, to detach from that and make sure that her reaction in the moment is about what's going on. And that's why this is like a two-sided thing, where you have to do your work and she has to do hers. And you cannot worry about her. You need to worry about you. And like Ramdas said, the best thing I can do for you is work on myself, and the best thing you can do for me is work on yourself. But rebuilding your trust, right? That's the question. How do I rebuild trust with my wife when she found out? So I would say the most important thing is, consistency. So yes, consistency with your recovery, doing the work, staying on track, do what you need to do, come in the program, do our steps. Like, that's important. You have to be consistent with that. But then when it comes to rebuilding the trust with her, the consistency about her would be consistency in telling the truth, being transparent, validating her emotions, prioritizing her needs, and speaking her love language, which is very important, because we're all different. All those love languages that are out there were formed by your upbringing. Whatever you were lacking when you were brought up, that becomes your love language. If you weren't given much attention, or you weren't spoken with words of affirmation, or people didn't do things to you, then that your love language would be when people speak affirming words to you, or do uh, acts of service, and then giving her safe experiences. And it doesn't have to be perfect, but it has to be consistent, because that is what creates her trust to return. Mm-hmm. Because if you're wishy-washy, back and forth, she cannot establish trust. Trust has to be an uninterrupted signal, and that it gets interrupted if you're not. And that's the problem with porn, because whenever you consume porn, you, by definition, you become inconsistent. That's why you can't stick to your habits, routines, or like working out or journaling. You keep like flop. One day you do it, one day you don't. That's because of the porn. Porn interrupts that consistency. So the most important part in getting her trust back is for you to stop the porn. Mm-hmm. And another very important thing that I kind of discovered myself in my own journey, restoring the trust with my wife, is actually that I had to realize that whenever she found out and things came out and the trust was gone, I had to think about the possibility that maybe this is over. And I had to think about that outcome. What if this is the end, right? But then you think about, okay, let's say this is the end. Does that mean I no longer do my recovery? Oh, well, she's gonna leave me, so I guess I might as well go back to porn. No, that's when you have to realize that whether she stays, whether she leaves, I still have to fix this.
Yeah.
Because if I don't, I'll go on into the next relationship with the exact same problem. So the realization this person has to make is whether she moves on, I have to move on. Whether she stays, I have to move on. and move on from the old self in that sense.
Yeah.
Move on from the person you used to be and detach from what she's going to do. Like, is she going to stay? Is she going to leave? This is not about her. This is about you, because her losing trust in you because of what she found out about you is nothing but a response of hers to your action and your behavior. And the only way to change her is to change yourself, fix yourself, and be consistent with that. So then she can look back and say, okay, and that's how trust returns, right? She will observe you from a distance and watch you do things, not because she's telling you or she's barking at you or whatever. You're doing it because it's your standard. You made the decision. You're going to better yourself. You draw the line. This is enough. And she watches you, sees you do this for the right reasons, which is to become a better person, not to impress her, not to elicit a change in her, but because you want to change. And if she sees that, that's what's going to, in effect, make a change inside of her about you and the trust return.
Yeah. You're not quitting porn to save the marriage. You're quitting porn to become the best version of yourself. I want to add one additional angle to look at this. I've done this work long enough. I've spoken with countless married men, right? And I'm not justifying porn use in any case here, but two types of married men come into the program. There's married men that come into the program with broken marriages on the verge and on the brink of divorce, and they've lost the distrust. That's where this question is coming from, that type of guy. Yeah. I talk to a lot of married guys, once again, not justifying porn use, but their wife has no problem with it. And once again, not justifying porn use by any degree. And it's interesting because the guys that are continuing to look at porn, and they're coming in for a different reason. They're coming in because they're already in the frame of mind that this is holding me back from becoming the best version of myself. Those guys actually still continue to pursue and date their wives. Oftentimes, the distrust is coming from she sees you as choosing the women on the screen over choosing her. You stop dating her. You stop pursuing her. You stop being close to her. You stop being connected with her. There's a whole bucket of guys, right, that are still acting out in porn, are still addicted, but they have healthy relationships with their wives. They take them out on regular dates. They have intimacy. Maybe not the intimacy where it could potentially be, and they realize this through the work and through the recovery, but there still is a closeness and connection with their wife. So they don't see it as much of a distrust because he's not choosing her. He's struggling for his own particular reasons. At least he's still choosing me. The whole bucket of guys over here, though, are daily choosing a woman on a screen over choosing the woman that they committed their lives to. And what she sees is she sees that. She sees you choosing them, not choosing her. So one of the steps towards doing this, and this is built into our program, is you must continue or start to date your wife again. You must make her feel like she is the most desirable, attractive, sexy woman in the world, because you're going daily to choose the women on the screen and not reminding her how beautiful she is. Once again, it reminds me of the conversation I had with Tony DiLorenzo. I share this all the time. This is not going to be new to a lot of listeners, but Tony DiLorenzo runs One Extraordinary Marriage. 20 years he's been podcasting with his wife, millions of downloads, thousands of couples coached throughout the years. A lot of their work early on was rooted in Tony had a severe porn addiction that had caused negative impact in his relationship. To this day, when Tony talks about his wife, if he introduces her, if he says her name, Alicia, before he says that word, her name, it's preceded with the word beautiful. Frank, I'd like you to meet my beautiful wife, Alicia. Allow me to introduce you to my beautiful wife, Alicia. Let me tell you about the story of what I was doing with my beautiful wife, Alicia. And when I had him on the podcast, I said, Tony, why are you doing this? And the first thing he said is, I need her to be reminded daily that she is the standard of beauty, that in my eyes, she is what I think about when I think of beauty. Because for years, she had felt the opposite. She had felt that Tony was choosing the women on the screen. So yes, get free. Yes, be consistent. Yes, have trust. Yes, walk in confidence. Yes, be a man of integrity. But most importantly, if you want to build trust, rebuild trust with your wife, begin to pursue her in the way that you pursued her when you were courting her, when you were dating. Because for a lot of men, that I do becomes the end point. not the starting point. So we got to get back to treating our wives as the most important women in our lives. And I think that's hopefully is one of the biggest takeaways from today's podcast is, guys, you got to treat your wife like the woman that she wants to be treated as. You got to make her feel loved. You got to make her feel desired. You got to make her feel sexy. You got to make her feel beautiful.
Yeah.
And it's through your actions, not through the things that you say you do. So hope this was helpful, guys. If you're caught up in the struggle and you're looking for some help, guys, we want to invite you to join us inside of our community. The Rebuilt Man on School just broke 100 members in this past week, and we're excited to be continuing to share what we're doing inside the community with daily coaching, with weekly Q&As, with direct access to myself and Coach Arnold. If you want to join us inside of school, there's an opportunity to join the group for free. There's no obligation to pay to invest. It's not a trial. You can stick around with us for free. There's obviously tiers if you want to get deeper access into the community. But if you visit school.com/reboot your life, you can join us inside the Brotherhood for free today. Once again, get direct access to Coach Arnold, get direct access to myself, in a group of over 100 members now that are active and thriving and all pursuing freedom and becoming the best version of themselves. But for Coach Arnold, brother, appreciate you sharing your wisdom, sharing your insights. Guys, make sure to rate, review, subscribe, share this episode with as many men as possible. And we'll see you inside the school community. Love you guys.